Hello there, Leo. Hope you enjoyed your week last week. Hope you had a good one anyway. Let's see what's going on with you this week, Leo. Let's get to it here. All right. Uh-huh. He was. Interesting. That's reverse. So let's see what's going on here. Let me try to find the card for that here, Bert. Here we go. He was. Okay. That's interesting. Looks like I got Suelo. That's the sun. That would be like considered like the sun card if you were doing tarot. And it means daylight. It's a very positive rune. It actually looks like it's going to be shedding some light on a situation over here. This particular rune, Iwaz, it's definitely signaling that you're ready for some change. It's also telling me that things have been kind of a little bit stagnant maybe with you, and you're getting a little restless, and then now this particular rune over here, this is like the sun. This illuminates everything, and so you can actually see things clearly. It's not like in the shadows. And if there's still a little bit of darkness, it might be time to clear out some of that clutter so you can let more light in. But I'm just, and then so this could possibly, indicate that, someone in a relationship isn't being loyal or faithful. So, I mean, that's a possibility of this. And this particular rune also advises, the way it's laid out right now, and not to travel. It's not a best time to travel, in other words. And if you have no choice and you have to, then, just take extra care and, expect small little interruptions and bumps, but don't let them get to you, because, it's not really a good time to be on a journey right now. And this rune is also talking about, on the darker side, it's saying that, to avoid any substance abuse or, any escapism type of, things. And this is a really positive rune here. This is like, this is indicating sunshine, sunlight, illuminates. It puts off illumination, so you're no longer in the dark. You can see exactly what's going on in front of you. So what I want to do is, I don't know if you're not already subscribed and you're just watching this for the first time. What I usually do is I usually back up a lot of these rune readings with a oracle card reading, and so that's what I want to do here. I want to get into this a little bit more in depth. See what's going on with you guys there, Leo. Alright, so I'm shuffling the deck, and I'm going to pull a card. Ooh. Empty well. Time to replenish. So that's kind of a deep card. I'll get into this a little bit here in a little bit. I'll show you the empty well. Yeah. That's a pretty deep hole, and you don't want to get stuck in there. That's for sure. Because you can't dig your way out of that one. So let me see here. Let's pull another card. Many masks. So this particular card here is talking about, you know, the masks that people wear. You know, everybody puts off their, you know, they put their mask on and they act a certain way, and people expect that. Yeah. Anyway, I'll explain a little bit more in detail. Pulled another. Covenant. So this is saying if you're going to sign any contracts, to make sure and read the fine print. Yeah, and you will, because you have this right here. This is the sun. This is illuminating anything that could be deceitful. So you want to make sure, if you're going to sign any contracts, to make sure and you read the fine print. That's what that's saying. All right, let's pull one more card out here. The Drifter, experiencing life as it comes. Wow. Okay. So, the first thing that's come into my mind is with this particular card right here. This is kind of reminding me of this right over here. This particular card is saying that, you know, it's time to move on. Possibly some of you out there may be experiencing like some sort of a relationship problem that's almost like indefinitely impossible. So I mean, you need to move on and go elsewhere. This particular card represents an empty well, and you know, even like when you're reading the definition of this particular card, it talks about like, even if somebody offers you a shovel, I mean, you're still not going to be able to dig yourself out of that. You know, so this is something you need to get away from. It's either a person or something. It doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It could be a habit. This is also talking about, on the darker side, you know, avoid escapism, you know, drugs or alcohol. And you know, if that's the case, then that's basically what it's saying, is that, yeah, you need to move on and go do something else. It's also about, it could be like, you know, you're breaking up with somebody or a certain situation, and, you know, it's not going to work. It's time to move on and just, you know, and move on. That's what that is saying. And this particular card right here, I find really interesting. It's like, you know, everybody puts a mask on. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about like the COVID. You know, I'm talking about like, you know, the mask that everybody wears, you know, their personality and such. And, you know, it seems to me like this card is saying that it's time to, you know, take off the mask that you've been wearing for so long and try out other masks and see how that works. And you know, it might work out for your favor. I'm pretty sure that that's why this is coming up. Yeah. So something is ending here, and then, you know, it's time to change. You know, and put on a different mask and see what you think. It's still you. It's just you. You know, a little different. Kind of like reinvent yourself in a way. We already know what this means, and so yeah, if there's anything that needs to be signed or anything, or if you're coming to any sort of an agreement, you need to make sure that you're 100% transparent, and the other party knows exactly what you expect, and then you make sure and read the fine print and make sure you understand everything, because when this shows up, it's saying that because it's a possibility that you could make a mistake by not actually reading the fine print, and it's just make sure before. And I have all the I have all the faith in you, because I see this the sun right here illuminating everything. So yeah, I don't see a problem with that. Now down to this card here, the Drifter, experiencing life as it comes. And so that's basically, what it's saying. Experience life as it comes. It's, and it's also a card that kind of goes with this one right here. The ending card and the first card kind of like go together, and they tie into this. And it's like, it's time to, basically it says right here, it's time to cut the cords that have kept you chained, to the dock. You know what I mean? It's time to cut those cords and move on. All right. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed your reading there, Leo. I'm pretty sure you're going to have a good week. It's going to be definitely, maybe some things need to change or some what have you, but you've got some good luck here with you. So I mean, that's really positive. All right there, Leo. Well, if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you again next week. Bye for now.